Okay, so let's try it again. Yeah, we had some technical difficulties right there, so we're gonna retry this one more time. Let's make sure that we are good and everything's good. We had a little malfunction there with the live and everything, so I think we should be good here. But like I said, we are discussing the latest TV spot that came out. This is the Scream 6 TV spot that we just recently got today, and I hope that everything's good again. So sorry that live I had to end because the OBS was messing up. But let's talk about the TV spot. We're here to talk about Scream. Like I said, the Scream account today said that Kirby is not safe, and many people were talking about this. It says, Kirby, such a fan favorite, that's why this is going to hurt, and everybody's saying stay away. So we are definitely getting something with Kirby. There's something that's gonna bubble here with Miss Kirby, and I don't think it's gonna be good. I don't think it's gonna be good. A lot of people are hoping that it doesn't mean necessarily that Kirby is going to bite the bullet, but who knows? We don't know yet. Ghostface, as we know, is definitely going to be the most aggressive we've ever seen in the Scream series, so a lot here. But we're going to discuss the trailer TV spot we got today, well, yesterday. We're going to discuss some of these theories that are floating around, because with Scream franchise and everything, we always see this. We need Stu. I'm telling you, we need Stu. I love Stu, and I would not be mad if Stu is in this. I know there's so many back and forth about the Stu being in this or not, but I wouldn't be mad if Stu comes back in some way. I've even said that even if Stu is sort of like being like followed in his footsteps, somebody from his family or just a super fan, I'd still be okay even if the essence of Stu is there. But we do have this picture that came out during the TV spot where we see Sam entering into the Ghostface shrine. We see all of these Ghostface robes throughout the years, and the shrine has been used in the marketing so much already, and my camera light right there just went off. That means that Stu's coming back. Let's turn on this light right here. But I do want to say that this fight right here where we see Sam and also Tara facing off to Ghostface, what I presume to be, because one is clearly in fact in front of Sam, and Sam is using her brick. I don't know how that's going to be any helpful, because it looks like Ghostface himself is holding a shotgun here, but you know, you never know. With a brick, anything could happen. But we also have Tara right here facing off yet another one of these Ghostface, probably, as we see her face right here is just in shock. Yeah, I mean, I love Matthew Lillard, and I want to see him in more stuff. And if he were to return in some way to the Scream franchise, even if it's just like a flashback or the way Billy Loomis was in Scream 5, I'll be okay with that. And even more ecstatic if he comes back as Stu Macher in the flesh. That would be insane right there. But I'm still hopeful we'll get something. It looks like in this like new Scream, there's gonna be a lot of like going back to the past, which I'm happy for, because I do want to see them go back and sort of go back through all of these things in the past. So yeah, this picture right here is definitely one that I'm excited for. Sam and Tara facing off to Ghostface, and that makes me think there's more than two Ghostface here, probably three for sure. Then there's this other picture right here during the TV spot as well, where we see Mrs. Loomis's suit covered in blood and everything. And like I said, this is from the Ghostface lair. We've seen so much during the promotional material for this movie, which is something that I am excited to get into, because that is something that's interesting here. This Ghostface lair of sorts, a shrine to all of the Ghostface killers, and that makes my theory about the cult that I talked about a couple of weeks ago on the channel, I still have that video up, the cult theory, feel much more that this is indeed a Ghostface cult of sorts and not just a couple of killers. So yeah, this is definitely an interesting picture right there with Mrs. Loomis's suit here, played amazingly in Scream 2. Still one of my favorites for sure. Then we have the knife picture right here as well. I think that's Sam right there who's holding it in this new TV spot that we have, which I find interesting right there, because we see Sam holding the mask at one point. We see Sam holding the knife. What else could Sam be holding on to? That's an interesting question for sure that I think we're going to have to answer. Some more pictures right here of the sisters. Like I said, this one's an interesting aspect of this new TV spot, because we have these two sisters facing in opposite directions, obviously being hunted down by two Ghostface, and the whole thing with me is what they're showing us already is facts, then they want to throw us in for a loop. So could we be seeing multiple Ghostface? Like we could see like maybe 3 or 4 killers, definitely, in my opinion. This picture right here, we already saw a little bit of this in the trailer when Mindy is trying to escape from Ghostface through the fire escape, and it looks like Mindy is gonna be like in a lot of trouble this this episode, this movie, because we already see the subway attack that she has with Ghostface, and then this whole thing through the window. One of these 4 characters, whether it's Mindy, Sam, Tara, or Chad, is not gonna make it out by the end of this. I can guarantee you that. I already think that Gale is gonna be one of the characters to go for sure, because they keep teasing that, and I could definitely see them just trying to put Gale out already. So we'll see what happens with that for sure. But yeah, Mindy definitely doesn't seem to be making it out of this one for either my opinion. Well, you know what? I could see Mindy. There's another character. Where is that? Where is this? This picture I had right here ready of Chad. Chad right here. This picture. I gotta find a better way to have these pictures come up, right? This is all like all over the place. Stu and Sydney, you know what? I could definitely see that. Stu and Sydney would definitely be. I feel like Stu would have returned if Sydney was in this movie for sure. Like I feel like they had something planned with that, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. I'm not there writing it, but I could definitely have seen something like that play out for sure. But we have this picture right here, and this is from the new TV spot of Chad. And as you can see, he is in that Ghostface's lair. You see a painting of Ghostface, some of the costumes and all of that. And it seems that he's fighting someone. Some people thought he was fighting the new guy. I forgot his name, the guy who's playing a cop. But no, I think this is definitely Ghostface who he is fighting, or one of the Ghostface. Which is interesting for sure, to see Chad taking on the initiative now for sure. They are in a different world than they were in Scream 5, where they at first weren't too totally sure how to take everything in. I feel like now they are trying to be as more proactive as they can to take down whoever Ghostface is in this movie for sure. And then there was a tweet I said, the tweet that the Scream account shared today, which said Kirby being a fan favorite. You know what? I forgot what they actually said. Kirby, such a fan favorite. That's why this is going to hurt. That's what they tweeted out today. So that's definitely interesting from their part to be teasing us like this already about what's going to happen to some characters. And it already sets you up to believe that something's going to happen to Kirby. I've already said that I think Kirby might have something to do with what's going on. I don't, in fact, think she is Ghostface, but I think that some of this is still connected to them. They did say, I believe in a recent interview, the directors, that they wanted to sort of connect all of the Scream movies through this Scream 6, whereas the first Scream movie was very connected to the first Scream movie. Scream 5 was connected to the first Scream movie, and now with Scream 6, they want to connect the overall other movies to it. So there's definitely going to be some connections to Scream 2, 3, and 4, and I really do see that aspect of Kirby being the connection to number 4, where we have Gale connecting the other ones as well. I mean, yeah, that could also be that she is a killer, man, definitely. Sort of like a betrayal, right, that we could definitely see that happen, because everybody's so excited for Kirby, and then she comes back, and she could just be Ghostface. That would definitely be crazy for sure, for Kirby to come back and be Ghostface. I could definitely also see that happen for sure. But this Ghostface Shrine really makes me feel this is the final scene or battle of sorts that's going to happen in the movie. In the trailer, we do hear Tara talk about this. Let's set up a trap and get them in here. And then we see a lot of this in the new TV spot. Imagine if all those Ghostface just out of nowhere just start running. Like, imagine a stampede of Ghostface. That would be insane. Something that we haven't seen either in the Scream franchise be done, which could be cool. It could be cool if they very much so do it right. But yeah, like I said, I feel like one of these 4 characters here isn't making it out. Whether it's Tara, Sam, Mindy, or Chad, I could definitely see Chad being the one, especially since we're seeing him in action here in the lair where the final battle might take place. Or another thing, like I said, in that one picture where Mindy's being pulled, like I said, Mindy seems to be getting the most out of Ghostface here, because in the subway we see her being attacked. We also see her in this picture, if I can find it right now. Yeah, right here. This one right here where she's in the fire escape, trying to outrun Ghostface. You know what? I'm just making a mess with all of these pictures I have. But yeah, this picture right here where she's trying to escape from the fireplace through the window. You know, Mindy being attacked so many times, there's just got to be one time that Ghostface is going to get her, I feel. And I could definitely see maybe that's why Chad in this other picture is really pissed off towards the end about what happened to Mindy. So there's tons of possibilities here about what could happen. Gail is a character that many people are theorizing might not make it out of this one. And I can definitely see that happen, especially if they're continuing the Scream movies. I feel like they want to sort of go away from the legacy characters and focus more on these newer characters. We already have Dewey, who met his fate in the previous movie. We have Sydney not returning, which I'm not sure how they want to handle that yet. So Gail is the final legacy character that we probably have here besides Kirby, but I feel Kirby is such a newer character that's been introduced that hasn't been in as many movies, so we could definitely, if she is not the killer, see her be a recurring character throughout if they continue. I know they have one more movie for sure, but I don't know if they want to go further than that. It'd be interesting to see where they take that story for sure as well. But yeah, this is definitely a very interesting new TV spot. I'm curious to see what the Super Bowl TV spot will look like. I hope there's a little bit more footage. And I kept saying I don't want more footage. I don't want more like to be teased and everything, because I just want to go into this fresh. But at the same time, I can't resist new footage if we're getting new footage. Yeah, I agree. The Ghostface that did kill Dewey was very tall, and I remember somebody said that that Ghostface. Let me see if I could find it. That Ghostface that killed Dewey was actually Amber, but I don't know if that was ever really confirmed or not. If it was Amber or not. That's what I'm trying to find out right now. If I can find where I saw that. I don't remember if they said that in the movie. Yeah, I can't find it right now. Yeah, that definitely could actually be somebody they know, because I feel like why would Ghostface go ahead and do that right in the open, right? Like just kill someone right on the subway that's full of people. That definitely could be for sure. Okay, yeah, I had seen that people are saying Amber was the one that killed Dewey, but I wasn't entirely sure if it was Amber or not, if it was confirmed. Because I know that was a theory floating around the whole time, that there was like a third Ghostface in Scream 5 that nobody knew who that was, and it wasn't like confirmed. I remember that was a theory floating on there for a while online, but yeah. I think with the Scream killers, Ghostfaces, it never makes sense sometimes, and you just have to roll with it. So I feel like, yeah, trying to think about who if somebody looks bigger or taller is like more throwing you off if you think about it too much, because I think that they try to just do whatever they need to do. But yeah, this new TV spot has me excited. I'm definitely ready to see, because like I said, in this picture right here, we can see that both of them are facing off different people. So there is clearly two Ghostface. And I feel like anytime they show us something or want us to see something, it's to throw us off. And we could probably be seeing multiple Ghostface. I don't know. I'm feeling 3 to 4 Ghostface could be a possibility. If we have more than 5, that would be insane, honestly. I don't know how that would go along with people if we had 5 Ghostface killers out there just roaming around. I had a theory on my cult theory that there could be a sort of like possibility that there was like a super fan group that, especially like the one they talked about in Scream 5 for the Stab movies, that sort of broke off, and there was this group that was more idolizing what the Stab movies were sort of like inspired by, so they got more inspired and more like about the killers themselves than the Stab movies. And that could be the cult that we see here, is the people that are very, very like obsessed with like Billy Loomis and also his mother, because we do see her suit right here as well. Yeah, they were definitely tall for sure, and that's why I never thought it would be Amber at that point, when I was thinking there was just like one killer. But yeah, that definitely did throw me off as well, just how tall they were. So yeah, like I said, this is definitely a cult of people who are worshiping the killers themselves who did all this. You know what? I'm gonna have to figure out how I can change these pictures back and forth without moving everything around because I just lost the picture I wanted to show y'all. Let me see if I can find it right here. Yeah, because like we saw in the trailer already, they did have these like memorabilia of sorts from all of the past killers, and I thought that that was interesting for sure. So let's see if we can find that picture. So we have Chad there. That was one of the pictures in the lair. Let me see where's the other one for sure that I want to pull up here. All right, so I found it right now. So yeah, this picture of Mrs. Loomis's suit right here that we see, definitely somebody who is obsessed. Yeah, it's true. Emma Roberts definitely, I feel, was the smallest killer out there, right? And yeah, like I said, when we watched this trailer, this is like the most athletic Ghostface I've seen. Like they were jumping all over the place when it came to going after Gale, and I was just like, I don't even know who that is anymore, because I feel like one of the most athletic people right now that they have here is, of course, Chad. But I don't see Chad being Ghostface at all. I don't know. I just don't see that, especially after everything he went through in the last movie. You know, like that's the only Ghostface I could see being that athletic for sure. So I just don't see Chad being Ghostface at all. This is definitely somebody who has been, I feel like, in like the people's lives here who knows about Ghostface, somebody from Woodsboro, or it doesn't have to be Woodsboro, right? They could just be obsessed with the Ghostface killer. Yeah, they got those big boots on for sure. The way they're that athletic too on those big boots is a big thing to think about. It's honestly funny how they are so athletic and strong. They take a good beating also, and then like nothing, right? Which I find interesting whenever in the Scream movies they try to show like somebody has like a bruise or something. You're immediately like, could you be Mr. Ghostface or not? So yeah, there's definitely a lot here to think about for sure with this TV spot. But I'm just excited for this movie. We're like a month away from it, and so far it's been meeting my expectations just from what I've seen from all of these TV spots, all the news they released. I'm excited to see what they want to bring to the table, especially with these new characters that we're going to be introduced by, Samara Weaving, Tony Revolori. I do hope that we get a little bit more of them. I hope it's not just how I think it's gonna be, with them being like the first kills were sort of like that, how we usually have. I'm interested to see how this opening will be, because the Scream 5 opening really changed things with having the character who we thought was gonna die ultimately not die, which was something I always thought about when we first got the first trailer for the movie. I was like, damn, Jenna Ortega's just gonna be gone after this scene, and that's it. So I was very surprised when I saw the movie and she was still around. So I'm interested to see what this new opening shot will be, especially in New York now, which is going to be such a great centerpiece for the movie, something we haven't really seen the Scream movies do, and take us to this new like place. And the director said that they are working on making some very well, of course they already did it, but that there will be a lot of very iconic kills as well that very much so take the essence of New York. So they said like how you think of the garage kill, you think of the theater kill, things like that. It's going to be here as well with a New York setting. So I'm excited to see how that is going to be. And I think it's like 2 hours long, so it's about a longer movie than most Scream movies, if not the longest. And I remember somebody said on Twitter there was a 3D version of this. I'm curious to see if that's the case or not. I haven't confirmed that, so I don't know. That would be interesting. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That Dewey was gonna be Ghostface in Scream 5, because I just went down a rabbit hole of theories about Dewey when that movie was coming out, and I was just like, wait, could they actually be bringing back Stu? But yeah, we just saw that he was just like a cameo in that YouTube video that was the Ghostface with the flamethrower. Yeah, that's true. That was the first movie. Yeah, definitely interesting stuff here with this Scream movie. But I'm excited for this. Definitely hoping to get more. I'm just curious to see what the Super Bowl trailer teaser is going to be, because I feel like we're a month away, so I don't think we're going to get much more. I think that the last Scream movie only had like one trailer and then a couple of TV spots here and there, so I definitely see them doing that same thing. So yeah, I'm curious to see how that's gonna be. I'm also curious to see what they say about Sydney. And I know the directors, and I think everybody else was talking about how they want to sort of move away from the legacy characters, and they want to sort of come through with these new characters and build out their stories more. So I'm curious to see what Sydney's up to, because Ghostface from all of the movies is always at its core the "Hello Sydney." We always hear that in all the movies, so I'm curious to see how they handle that. Do we have any explanation to that? I'm just curious about that. So we'll definitely see how that is going to be handled once we get closer to that. And I'm just trying to see if that was all of the stuff I was wanting to discuss today. So let's check it out here. So yeah, we did have let's see the Scream account. So they did post the Kirby. Then they put the friends, all of them here, saying keep your friends close and your killers closer. So they're just trying to toy, I think, with everybody, just trying to make everybody wonder what exactly is going on, if any of these friends could be the Ghostface killer, which I just don't see happening at all. Definitely somebody new. Samara Weaving was somebody who I had a hunch about. I sort of had a theory before that she could be related to Stu in some shape, way possible, and was there doing like continuing what he had started. And I felt like that would feel too much like how Sam is with Billy, so I just was like, maybe that's not the route they want to take. You know, they don't want anybody to just be able to figure this out, so that's what I was thinking. Jake Paul being Ghostface, that would be interesting for sure. Danny Johnson, yeah, that I don't know. This is definitely interesting stuff we're getting into. Like I said, I think the legacy character of Gale will be the final one from the original ones, and then I think Kirby will just continue on how we see the other legacy characters for sure. But yeah, like I said, I'm curious to see what the next trailer or TV spot, whatever, for the Super Bowl is going to have. That's going to be the big one that they want to have people like seeing when it comes to the Super Bowl. So I'm pretty sure it's going to have something that's going to get people going. I don't know if we've seen a lot of scenes with Kirby either. That makes me wonder what's going on with her, but I'm pretty sure they're trying to keep everything under wraps. So who knows? But I'm definitely excited to see this and cannot wait. Just wanted to talk a little bit more about these new details, talk a little bit more about what they released today on their social media. This new TV spot is great. It really makes us think that this lair is going to be a huge part, if not the final battle that they're going to have. And that picture of Sam, I still really like that picture of Sam where she's like in that shrine with all of the Ghostface robes right there. I think that is definitely one that they should have chosen to be a poster for sure, because it just looks great. I mean, look at this right here. Very curious to see as well how this scene is done here. I'm pretty sure one of those is just gonna move and just go after her for sure. Like, I can just see that scene playing out nicely. So really great stuff here. Like I said, the picture of Sam and Tara, there's more than two Ghostface. There's more than one Ghostface. But could there be 3? Could there be 4 or 5? Who knows? Let me know your thoughts and opinions. But anyways, just wanted to do this quick late night live. I will be doing more lives on Scream as well. And I will be talking more about what's coming. Kirby, but Kirby's such a fan favorite. I don't know. I could definitely see, though, Kirby not making it, or Kirby being Ghostface. You know, you never know. But let me know your thoughts. And anyways, make sure you're subscribed. We're going to do some Scream videos this week. Some more theories on Samara Weaving, Tony Revolori, as well as Kirby. And yeah, I appreciate anybody making it through. Make sure you're subscribed, like, comment, share, all that good stuff. We're on the road to 30,000 subscribers. Let's get to it. I'll see you next time. Stay positive.